You, of course, know my first guest tonight is Dylan from Beverly Hills 90210. He's now starring in the Showtime series Jeremiah, which airs Friday nights at 10:45. Please welcome Luke Perry. Right, before we go any further, ladies, please, I'm here all night. Before we go any further, it is Joey Tata, isn't it?
It is Joey Tata.
Yes!
Yes, Joey Tata.
You know, it's so weird. Have you had that? I literally had that moment where I channeled the show and I saw the names coming up and, like, he's at the Peach Pit and turns to camera and it says, and Joey Tata. Wow. Yeah.
You were channeling the show?
I was channeling the show. It was not a bad episode
A lot of silicone there, huh? I mean, just moving that all through.
What are you talking about?
I'm kidding.
You had a lot of silicone, didn't you?
No, not me. I was like, everyone thought I had a toupee, but that's mine.
Yeah. What was the craziest length that because you had the whole sideburn mania going. Wasn't there one point where the sideburns connected at the bottom? And you tied them into a bonnet, and it looked like...
And I had beads braided in there, like Bo Derek and Ted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was good. Actually, it's crazy. They asked me to grow a beard one year. They said, you know, when you come back from this year, have a big beard and all that stuff. And I did, and I showed up on the first day with it, and it's pretty scary looking when I got a big beard, and they were like, shave that off right now.
Because you look like a crazy mountain man.
Right.
It's frightening to the young women. You know, if I worked on a show where they said, you got to go off and grow a beard, what I can do is I can grow a beard here, and then there are pieces missing. And I would look like some kind of victim of an explosion or something.
That's not. My sister has the same thing. Hers comes down.
Your sister has that problem? That's nice of you to. Nice of you to work her into the conversation.
Yeah, well, she always says, talk about me. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, great. Hey, sis, watch tonight. I mentioned you on the big show. Now, how are you? How's it going? Everything good?
Yeah, it's good. I've been here in New York for a couple of days. Saw a play today. Having a good time.
What play did you see?
I saw Frankie and Johnny today, Claire de Lune. Brilliant. Yeah, it was good.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't have much time. Got to get back out to Canada and get to work. So
yeah, you're working up in Canada.
Yes.
They shoot a lot of shows up there. We're eventually going to shoot this show in Toronto, just to keep the cost down.
Apparently that's why we do it. They were telling me to keep the cost down. But I got to get back up there, and we're going to start the second season on October 23rd.
No, it's going well. This show is going well. And I got to talk to you about something, because this really upset me. There's this TV guide came out, 50 sexiest stars of all time. This is of all time on television, okay? And I picked it up and I thought, I'm just curious, is my photo gonna be black and white or color, you know? I wanna know what photo they picked. Because you're naturally, you're curious about which photo it's gonna be.
Totally.
And I'm flipping through 1, 2, 3, 4, 15, 18, 20, and I don't run into me, which shocks me. But this is of all time, number 40, Luke Perry, right here. That's impressive. There you are. Look at you. You're staring at Jeannie.
Jeannie, yeah.
Look at you.
And I used to do that a lot as a kid.
I like how you've got a mind meld going with Jeannie. How do they decide, first of all? Who's deciding this? Because I'm angry, actually.
Yeah,
angry.
I don't know. It sounds like a coin flip deal to me. I don't know. I have no idea how they come up with that.
This is of all time. This is of all television, starting in, like, when TV began, back in the 1840s up until now. This is all television, and you're in there. That's got to feel good.
Well, I just found out about it, so I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But it's nice when they put your picture in there.
Yeah, that's a good thing. What do you mean you're not? I got to process this and make sure I'm okay with this. This is a good thing.
I don't get TV Guide. That is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do get TV Guide. This goes into every home. Now
they know.
Now they know. And
I gotta say, I gotta compliment you. You did great last night with Anthony Hopkins here. I watched the show.
Oh, you watched the show last night?
Yeah, check the show out last night. And to have Anthony Hopkins here has got to be pretty daunting.
Yes.
He's a great actor. He started doing his Marlon Brando.
He does a good Marlon Brando impression.
He does a good Brando. He did a great one. My favorite Brando, though, is when he was being interviewed by Connie Chung, and he was a pretty good-sized fella, and she was sitting there and she was saying, you're the greatest movie actor in the world, and what's your process, and how do you do that? And Marlon, he doesn't care about any of that. He's not paying attention. He's looking at the ground, and he says, Connie, some days I just what do I stare at the ants on the ground. Oh, do you hear that? A car alarm. And he like has the presence of mind.
He
to
has
hear
a
the
stream
car
of
alarm.
consciousness going.
Yeah.
Did you see him ever with Larry King? The interview he did with, that Marlon Brando did with Larry King?
Yes, we played the bongos and talked about stuff, and he kissed him. Yeah,
That was at the end of the interview, Marlon Brando said to Larry King, "Kiss me."
He said, give us the kiss, Larry. And then the suspenders, the whole deal. He just leans in there, Marlon.
He grabbed Larry by the suspenders and pulled him to him. And then they had a sloppy tongue kiss.
Wow. Yeah.
It was really weird.
It was a hell of a moment. I'm gonna tell you. If you didn't see that, you gotta go
and
back
then Joey Tata ran in and broke it up. It was like, settle down, everybody. What do you think this is, the Pete Pit? I got to ask you, this isn't like a funny area at all, but a lot of us are concerned. He's been on this show many times. He's a good friend of yours. Jason Priestley, how is he doing?
Right.
You were actually supposed to be on the show, and then you were very nice because you called yourself, but when the accident happened, you called and you said, you know, I don't want to come on the show and goof around, and I actually want to go.
I appreciate you guys letting me off the hook on
well,
that.
yeah, no,
I
it's as good an excuse as anyone can have.
I had some other things to do, but I saw Jay, and he's doing very well. He's going to be fine, and it's going to be a process with his physical recovery. But like everything else, Jay wants to do it faster than they said. So I expect he'll be up and around in no time.
He is a very obviously he's a very popular guy. I can imagine everyone's trying to get in to see him to wish him well. You know, it's like when you go and visit him in the hospital. I imagine there's a lot of people.
Well, I had no trouble finding Jay's room. Let's put it that way. I knew, there was like a line of girls that started outside, and I just sort of followed him in, and at the end, there he was.
Right.
Yeah, there was no trouble finding him.
Right. So he's got to do a lot of physical rehab and stuff like that, and then he'll be 100%.
I'm not completely familiar with what that process is for him, but I know that he's into it, and I talked to him the other day, and he sounded great, and he's still Jay.
Yeah. Well, if next time you talk to him, just give him our best wishes. He's been here a number of times, always a good guy.
Yeah,
so
cool.
We wish
Thank
him
you
the
very
best.
much. I will.
Jeremiah airs Friday nights at 10:45.
New and improved Jeremiah. We went out, we drafted in the off season, and we acquired Sean Astin, who is a great actor. He's going to be on the show with us this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
And congratulations, if there had been 51 sexiest stars, I think I would have squeezed in there.
Yeah,
I think I missed the cut by this much. And I'm as shocked as our audience.
I'm going to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah,
you can have my spot.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I don't need your pity, dude. All right, Luke Perry, thank you very much for being here. Good job. Allison Hannigan coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.